Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Shenanaguy Plays Trails of Cold Steel 2. There's a few things to do before we go meet up with Klaus. First thing we want to do is go in here. The inn, I couldn't tell what it's called. But we want to talk to this guy to get Gambler Jack 2. Are you a reader? One of our previous visitors recommended a book to me a while back. I was a little hesitant at first, since it was about gambling, but it's actually surprisingly interesting. I can see the curiosity in your eyes. You should give it a look yourself. It comes highly recommended. This is an interesting looking NPC. Peculiar girl, huh? This town has just the sort of dignified aura one would expect. Until the mansion and training hall enter view and ruin everything. Our site is a little more than a branch school, and it's clear its master is as lacking as ruling lord as he is a swordsman. Munch. The food here, on the other hand, is delectable, but that's by virtue of the surrounding greenery, so it doesn't even count. I always knew the Arcade family couldn't hope to measure up to my illustrious lord, and I was right. Who's she supposed to be? She seems really strong for some random girl at an inn. Yeah, I get that sense too. Kinda surprised a kid that young could pull off the whole skilled warrior feel though. How much longer will I have to wait for the next train to arrive? Oh, it's just one thing after another. First I get paired up with him, and then I end up getting stuck here. No, I mustn't complain. No sacrifice is too great if it's for my lord's sake. Huh. Then you can go out here and get a recipe from this guy right here. But we already have that recipe, so talking to him does absolutely nothing for us. So next... Oh wait, hold on. I seem to remember something amusing about this group. This is all your fault. If you hadn't been so slow, we would have been back in Heimdall by now. Now we're stuck here, possibly forever. My, what a curious thing to say. If I hadn't been so slow, as you put it, we would have arrived in Heimdall just in time to be caught up in the occupation. Ugh, that's beside the point. Really now? Then please, by all means, enlighten me as to what this mysterious point is. Go right ahead, dear. Good day and welcome to Apricos. I've said that so much more often lately. I'm starting to tire of it. Not that having more customers is a bad thing. My malaise aside, will you be staying the night or just stopping for a meal? I'll give you some tea on the house either way, but only on the condition that no men even make eye contact with Lady Laura. Well, nice to see Laura's popular. You bet she is. Just tread lightly around the girls here. It doesn't take much to incur their wrath. Oh ho ho! If it bothers you so much, why not go and take a look? On your own, of course. I can't imagine you'll ever even reach the door before you're arrested, but it's certainly worth a try. I love how cheeky she is. Next up is... go to the general store. General goods here, you can purchase the next book for Gambler Jack 1. And you can also buy equipment and stuff like that. And we'll go to the church and then the training hall real quick. Oh. My, what a familiar looking person. Please be safe, please. Wait, I know you. Reen? From class 7? Lind! You are Lind, right? Nope, I'm pretty sure that's Vivi. Gold star for guys. But, Reen, how could you forget me? How could you be so cruel? After all the magical nights we spent together too. Or was I just another name on your long list of conquests? So this is what you get up to when we're not around. You sly dog. Truly, truly shameless. Just stop before someone actually starts believing you. Although I have to admit, I never thought I'd actually miss your sense of humor. Can't imagine it was easy making it all the way down to Legram. That's putting it lightly. If it wasn't for everyone else who made it here, I don't know if I could have done it. I lost sight of Lind while I was running away, though. Oh no. That's not good. She must have been forcing that cheeriness a minute ago then. I've been coming here to pray every day since we arrived, but I haven't heard anything about where she might be or what she's up to. Sorry, I know none of this is very me of me, but I just can't help it. I'm sure that wherever she is, your sister's probably doing just fine. You just gotta believe in her, okay? Thanks. But don't you worry about me. You've got too much to worry about without me making things any worse. I'm guessing you're trying to meet up with your classmates around here. Hope that works out. We do too, thanks. You're right. The best thing I can do for her Linda now is to keep on believing in her. I just wish I could contact her somehow. Vivi really isn't herself. We need to reconnect her with Lynn somehow. Yes, we do. I wonder if we'll be able to, though. And there's gotta be someone in here that we know. Yes! Wait a second, is that you, Reed? Casper? Did you flee the academy with Laura and Vivi? That's right. I've spent most of my time since here at the training hall and helping out with whatever I can in town. To be honest, I've been biding my time and waiting for a chance to take a boat out west to see my family. Oh yeah, you're from a coastal town over there, right? I hope your family and friends are alright. I'm trying not to let it bring me down. It's hard to justify sitting around moping when Emma and Laura are working so hard right in front of my nose. I suppose it would be. Oh, by the way, we ran into Monica in our travels too. The army's taking care of her right now. Really? Oh, that's great news. Thanks for letting me know. You're off to meet Laura at the castle, right? Don't forget to tell her too. She'll be even more excited than I am. No problem. Okay. Time for us to get moving. Alright, yes, fine. Time for us to get moving. Okay. That was the last thing we had to do before heading to the castle, Lohengrin Castle. Also, there's a fishing spot over here next to Klaus, right there.
This spot looks perfect for fishing.
The boat is ready when you are. Will you be taking off to Lohengrin Castle now then? Yes, we will. In that case, do take care of yourselves. My prayers for your success will not cease until I see you back here completely safe. We appreciate it, Klaus. Let's get going. It's hard to believe it's the middle of the day with how poor visibility is. And this has been going on for a whole month. I imagine it's a manifestation of the chaos in Erebonia, much like the appearance of the higher elements. There's a possibility whatever Emma sensed over at the castle is the direct cause. And I do feel like something strange is here this time too. Oh, this time too? You didn't follow us here during our field study, did you? I didn't notice her following us. Well, I suppose there's no harm in admitting it now. I had my own duty as a familiar to fulfill, you know? I was to make sure that this area didn't have any undesirable effects on you as a potential awakener. What kind of undesirable effects? Does that mean Legram has something to do with the Divine Knights? More Lohengrin Castle than Legram as a whole. Once upon a time, a Divine Knight just like the Ashen and Azure Knights supposedly slumbered there. Exclamations! Are you serious? Just what are the Divine Knights anyway? All I've heard are the ancient legends, unfortunately. So all I know is that there was once a Divine Knight here, and now it's gone, along with its Awakener. Gone? Gone where, I wonder? Oh look, I can see the castle now. Barely! Holy cow! Very foggy. We're almost there. Get ready to land, guys. And land we shall. Laura and Emma would have no reason to explore the castle grounds, so let's just go straight inside. Yep, they're inside alright. I can feel Emma's mana. Be careful on the way up. I remember how steep it was before, and all this fog's not going to make the trip any easier. True enough, it makes me wonder what this place looks like without all the fog around. I'm sure we'll be fine. Yeah, I'm sure we'll be fine too. No need to worry. You can't even see that. Well, You can barely see Legram.
What a pain.
You look awfully happy about seeing Emma again soon, though.
I do not.
Oh, yeah, you do. Don't even try to deny it. Running ahead of us like that, acting like she's not excited. Lohengrin Castle. Could use a bit of a facelift on the texture side, though. Last time we were here, the castle had this weird light surrounding it, kind of like the old schoolhouse. Based on what I'm sensing, it shouldn't be long before... Exclamation! Wait, something's with her. I think Emma's fighting. Exclamations! Maybe it's what Emma was sensing before she left? There's no time to waste. Let's move. Weapons at the ready, right behind you. Right. Yes! Charge in, we shall! Exclamations! Dots. Another one of them, huh?
Laura! Emma!
Is that a cryptid?
It looks just like the one from Nord.
Come, Emma. We'll fight with all we have.
Right!
Ja!
Luke's Lamina.
They're a pretty strong party, honestly. The two of them together?
Now, Laura!
Of course! Be gone!
Nice. Expect nothing less out of our Laura.
That was incredible! Wow, Laura's grown even stronger since we last saw her. Emma's no slouch either. Her powers never cease to amaze. Looks like they didn't need our help after all.
They're not out of the woods yet!
Exclamations.
Look sharp! Something big's coming!
Exclamations. Oh. Gluttonous lizard. Zelvenum.
What is that?
Where did it come from?
Laura! Emma!
Double exclamations.
Am I imagining things?
Reen! Celine! We can explain after we've taken care of things here.
We'll back you two up. Ready?
I can't believe you're here. Very well. Then lend me your strength.
Let's go, everyone!
Ooh.
This one looks dangerous. Be careful!
Now,
It's
I'm
my turn.
pretty sure I have never battle scoped to this one. Whoa, that's not what I meant. Well, maybe I have. We'll do it anyway, just in case. Zelvenum, a lizard-like cryptid with countless parasitic spores on its body, which it spreads with a loud roar.
My turn.
See if we can do it in one hit. Oh, definitely not.
Now's our chance.
Take it down, everybody.
Leave it to me!
Oh wow, that's not enough to take it down?
Of course!
I'm surprised.
My turn. Sia! They're off guard!
I'll back you up!
We'll do Radiant Lion.
Witness the fruits of my training! Power! Radiant Lion!
Yeah, that finished it off.
We should keep going.
Finally.
Yeah, I can't sense anything else here now. You guys okay?
Yeah.
It's really you, isn't it?
In the flesh.
You're all here. Of course it's us.
I don't know what to say. This is all so sudden.
Laura S. Arcade. Number 1 girl.
I'm happy to see you're well, Reen. I'm genuinely lost for words. I've never considered myself as the sort to cry at reunions like these, but clearly I was mistaken.
I'm really sorry for making you worry about me. And I can't possibly thank you enough for fighting on so that we could see each other again like this.
There's no need to apologize, Reen. I swore to fight as Class 7's. No. As your sword, I swore that my blade would not be broken until it returned to your side. And I swear now to continue upholding every word I've said, with Adios as my witness.
Thanks. I really am glad to see you're all right. And the same goes for you too, Emma.
I feel the same way.
Emma Milstein.
I can hardly believe that this is actually happening. The days finally come where we can all be together again. It all feels like a wonderful dream.
A wonderful dream, huh? Well, fortunately, this isn't a dream. These might be tough times for Erebonia, but we're persevering. That perseverance is what brought us together again. And the fact that we found each other makes everything we've been through along the way worth it.
Yes, I couldn't agree more. But I know that I wouldn't have been able to come this far if not for you.
Me?
You accepted me despite everything. Knowing that gave me the courage to keep going. If not for that courage, I doubt I would be here now. I'm truly grateful to you, Reen.
You've really grown strong, Emma.
Ooh, I see an item on the ground over there.
Wait, Emma! Oh, thank you, Celine. Thank you for all the support you've given my classmates. And thank you for coming all the way here with them to see me. Please, it was nothing. But I'm glad you're okay, I guess. At least I won't end up astray. Celine, there's nothing wrong with being honest about your feelings, you know.
Feels just like how it should be. Now we just need to find Eustace.
Right.
Well, I think we're all done here, yeah? And there's no sign of any more cryptids here. So how about we get cozy back in town?
Count me in. You guys are fine with that too, right?
That's fine by me. We can tell you more about what we've been doing since we parted ways.
Then we're off to the pier.
So it would appear. Haha! Oh. The fog's actually a little less dense than it was on the way here. Maybe because we defeated those cryptids? Most likely so. I imagine they were accelerating the development of a problem that would have appeared regardless. So while the situation should settle down for now, I imagine it'll happen again in due time. Indeed, the fundamental cause is likely elsewhere and much more complex. Legram as a whole will have to stay worried for a while, I suppose. Still, listening to what he had to say, it's troubling to think of how unpredictable this war is. There's no telling what direction it's going to take. Yeah, unfortunately. The fighting between the Noble Alliance and Imperial Army is showing no signs of letting up. And we've still got no idea what's going on over at the Academy, or what happened to the Courageous and Viscount Arcade. It's been over a month since we last heard from either of them. I'm a little worried, to tell the truth. I'm still fully convinced we have nothing to worry about in that regard. My father is alive and well, of that I am certain. I believe in him. If you believe in him, then I will too. Yeah, I'm with Laura. There's no stopping him. I'm more worried about where your last classmate is. It's Duke Alberea's son, right? You think a noble like him would be easier to find? Yeah. Eustace was in Legram at one point, wasn't he? Do either of you have any idea where he is now? He was with us when we fled the academy, yes. Several days ago, he boarded a train to Bureahard. He was growing increasingly concerned over what was happening in the region. I guess there was no stopping him. Of all the places he could have gone, he picked Bureahard. That's one of the Alliance's most well-protected strongholds now. I'm surprised it's even possible to get there by train. It was at the time, but not anymore. The Alliance has brought in heavy restrictions on railway travel since his departure. We've been at a loss as to what to do. That explains it. Well, we can't think about that when we've got to get back to town. Or we can think about that when we get back to town. If it comes to it, we could always walk there using the highways. Question marks?
Emma?
What's wrong?
I feel like I should have told you so many things a long time ago. About me and Celine, and about Divine Knights and Awakeners.
Exclamations?
Then, it's alright, Emma.
Does that mean you're ready to tell us now?
Yes, I am. It's time to finally fulfill the promise I made to you during the after-party.
Well, if you're sure.
I imagine you've heard some of this from Celine already, but still. Enrolling at Thor's was originally part of my duty as one of the Hexen clan. It's a clan of witches that traces its origins far back into the past.
What kind of duty would have you enroll at a military academy?
It's one that's been passed down through our clan for a long, long time. We must watch over the fragments of the great power sealed deep underground and observe whatever comes to pass regarding them, just as it did for many others before her. That duty fell to Emma as well.
When you say the great power, you mean Valimar, right? Did both of you know about the Divine Knights this whole time?
We knew of their existence, yes, as well as the fact that they choose an Awakener. And that their chosen Awakener will be drawn into an unavoidable battle. Just because you had the potential to become one, you were drawn into a great conflict against your will. And not just you, Reen. The rest of us have become secondary contractors. And yet I couldn't say or do anything for you. I couldn't even give you a simple word of warning. What right do I have to call myself your classmate after failing all of you like that?
Exclamations.
What are you talking about, Emma?
Emma, you're not going to say what I think you're going to say, are you?
I'm sure this isn't what you want to hear after coming all this way to find me. But this is where we should part ways.
Emma. You said it yourself back in the old schoolhouse. You said Class 7 is the finest Erebonia has to offer, right?
I may not always show much in the way of class spirit, but I'm confident Class 7 is the finest Erebonia has to offer.
We all come from different backgrounds, and we all had things we were maybe scared to or couldn't tell anyone. Crow has his past, you have yours. I have this strange power of mine that I've carried with me for as long as I can remember. That doesn't directly relate to the Divine Knights in any way, does it?
No, though there's always the possibility it may be one of the reasons why you were chosen. I know plenty about witches and their history, but none of that gives me a clue as to what your powers could be.
All right, Ben. The point is that even after learning I had this monstrous power within me, you all accepted me without a second thought. I feel that I'm a part of Class 7 as much as anyone else, and I'm proud to say I am too. Class 7 is only the best there is because it has every one of us in it. Me, Elisa, Elliot, Laura, Thea, Machias, Eustace, Gaius, Milliam, Crow, and you, Emma. You're not an exception. Without you, our class wouldn't be what it is. Just like it wouldn't be if any one of us weren't a part of it.
Oh, Reen,
I couldn't agree more. Well put, Reen.
So I don't want to hear you say anything like that ever again. We want you right where you are, guiding me, guiding all of us. And not just as a witch, but as the kind class president and caring friend you always have been.
Goodness! How can I possibly refuse when you put it like that?
I think that's the point.
All right then. I can't deny the ancient knowledge that I possess, or my position as a witch, but I always want to remain the same Emma Milstein of Class 7 that I have been since the day I joined Thor's. So please, let me stay at your side.
Of course.
That goes without saying.
Indeed. Who else could I compete with for the top spot in the exams?
Well, I think that wraps things up nicely. Perfect timing, too. I can see LeGraham coming into view. You guys ready to...
Oh?
What's that?
That doesn't sound good.
Is that an airship?
It's coming from the sky to the west.
Is that?
Single exclamation. Ooh, Noble Alliance airship. I think it's a Noble Alliance airship. Oh yeah, definitely.
An Alliance airship? Wait, that's a commanding officer ship too.
Indeed. Well, it seems we have ourselves some visitors.
My apologies for the unexpected arrival. I should have sent word.
Lemaire Provincial Army Airship. Balclutha. Balclutha?
I am Aurelia Le Guin of the Noble Alliance. I wish to make a brief visit to the territory of Viscount Arcade.
I love that the ships can land in water too.
It's a pleasure to see you again, your ladyship. And a pleasure to meet you as well, Brigadier General.
We were simply in the area, so we thought we might drop by and pay you a visit. It's been quite some time since we last met. I was hoping to take the opportunity to apologize to my master for not staying in touch, but I see that won't be possible.
Unfortunately so.
I wouldn't have minded setting eyes on the famous Radiant Blade Master, but I suppose I'll have to be content with meeting his daughter.
I'm honored, General.
Oh yeah, let's just stand there with the door open so they can see us.
They're here.
They seem incredibly strong, whoever they are. Is that man?
Their names are General Aurelia Le Guin and Brigadier General Wallace Bardius.
Man, could y'all be any louder? I mean, really?
They're said to be the two strongest generals in the provincial armies.
Yeah. I don't think there are many people interested in martial arts who don't know about them. That's how famous they are.
Sutherland Provincial Army Commander, Brigadier General Wallace
Brigadier
Bardius.
General Bardius is otherwise known as the Black Whirlwind. He's known for his unparalleled spearmanship. From what I've heard, he has Nord blood running through him too.
Exclamations.
Oh, I see.
He does remind me of Gaius in a way. He reminds me of a story I heard from Dad and our elder. It's well known that a number of warriors from Nord aided Emperor Dreikel's during the War of the Lions. But after it, some of them chose to remain in Erebonia rather than return home.
I imagine he's descended from one of them. As for the woman with him,
Lemaire Provincial Army Commander, General Aurelia Le Guin.
she's generally known as the Golden Rakshasa. She's also a countess and head of the Le Guin family, as well as commander of the Lemaire Provincial Army. And hard as it is to believe, I've heard she's a practitioner of both the Arcade and Vander schools of swordsmanship.
Double exclamations.
Wasn't the Vander School practiced by the guardians of the Imperial family?
She does sound incredible.
She sounds like a monster.
The two of them are both key figures in the Alliance. What are they doing in a neutral region like this, though?
Still, it won't do to have you standing around here. Allow me to show you to my father's office. Klaus, would you prepare some tea?
Oh, there's no need to concern yourself with that. Seeing that the Viscount isn't here gave us all the information that we needed.
Exclamation.
What might you be suggesting?
Be at ease. We didn't come to criticize anyone for the Crimson Wing's appearance near Trista. Still, it's always good to know who you're fighting against. The way I see it, you're continuing to remain neutral now. But if it came to it, you wouldn't be afraid to take up arms for your personal sense of justice.
There's no need to be hasty. We have more than enough opponents to be going on with. For now, let's focus on drawing out Craig the Red and One-Eyed Zex. We can't allow Rufus to be the only one making any major achievements.
True enough.
Dads.
It would please me so if you were to fight under me one day, too. I believe you have the potential to surpass even me, given sufficient practice.
I am honored that you would say so. However, my swordsmanship is inexperienced at best. I wouldn't dare presume to have the potential to surpass anyone at this stage. I would ask that you wait until I can at least best my father in a duel before making that invitation.
Then wait I shall. I look forward to the day. With that, I believe it's time we took our leave.
Perhaps so. I was hoping you would introduce us to your friends, but they seem to be feeling rather shy.
Double exclamations.
Teasing them, are you? Well, I'm sure we'll have the opportunity one day. I sense great potential within them.
As do I.
I apologize for being unable to do anything to make your visit more comfortable. Klaus, please escort them.
As you wish, milady.
Come to think of it, perhaps you wouldn't mind joining me in a battle before I depart. I haven't had the joy in quite some time.
I hardly think an old man such as myself would prove to be a worthy opponent to one of your strength, General.
Oh, I wouldn't be so sure about that. You haven't let your guard down for a second since I stepped into Legram. Laura!
I'm sorry that you had to see me like that.
Yeah, I'm sure that was pretty intimidating.
It took all that I had not to be overwhelmed by their sheer presence.
I'm not surprised. We could feel it well enough ourselves, and we weren't even in the room.
That didn't stop them from noticing us, though.
Well, yeah, you guys... these kids really need to learn how to be sneaky.
My fur was on end the whole time.
I doubt even my dad would stand a chance against that Brigadier General.
It's unbelievable to think that people like them exist.
Just goes to show how many skilled people there are in the Alliance. With guys like that on the front lines and Rufus Alborea behind the scenes, we can't afford to underestimate them.
Truth.
All very true. Still, that's no reason to give up now. We need to keep pressing on. And on that note, I think it's about time we left ourselves. Let's go and bring back Eustace. And once we've done that, then we can decide what we're going to do and who we're going to be fighting against.
Indeed.
Then let's start heading to Bereahard.
Klaus, I leave Legram in your care. Should Father return during my absence, please give him my warmest regards. But of course, Lady Laura, worry not. Legram will be in safe hands with me. But if you wouldn't mind, everyone, please do look out for Lady Laura for me. We always do. Thanks for keeping an eye on Emma for so long. Please be well, Klaus. Your words are much appreciated, but unnecessary. I will be perfectly fine, I assure you. The path ahead of you will be fraught with many challenges and dangers, but I will be praying that you all will be able to navigate it safely to its end, and from there, forge your own paths. Do keep yourselves safe. Thank you, Klaus. We'll be back as soon as we're able. It looks like the generals have left already. Yeah, that's our cue to get going too. But it looks like we'll have to use the highway to get to Breahard though. That shouldn't be a problem. Following the Ebel Highway north will lead us straight to it. Hi, Bracer here. Mind if we pop in at the guild before we head out of town? I'm guessing Miles will want to know we're heading out. Yeah, you're probably right. I love Toval. Laura and Emma joined the party. Reaching Breahard will cause the main story to advance. Doing so will make all unfinished quests disappear. Right. And I'm going to create a save file, just to be on the safe side. And right there is where we are going to end this episode. Next time, we will pick up again. We've got a few things to do in Legram before we depart for Breahard. So, some fun things too. So, anyway, until then, I will see you all in the next video. Goodbye for now.